Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson. My name is Anastasia Basenko. I'm an English teacher and today we're going to talk about conditional sentences in English. And so a quick question for you. How many conditional types of sentences do you know in English? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? The right answer is 5. There are 5 conditional sentences in English. 0, first conditional, second conditional, third conditional, and no, not fourth, mixed conditional. So yeah, they are called in this way, so don't worry. So all of them consist of 2 parts, like the main clause, the result, and the condition clause, where we put if, and we indicate the condition for the result to happen. A quick overview of the formula, of the structure of the sentences, and then we're gonna jump in and discuss all of them in details. So, 0 conditional, we put present simple in the condition and present simple in the result. First conditional sentence, we put present simple in the condition and future in the result. Second conditional sentence, we put past simple in the condition and would in the result. Third conditional sentence, we put past perfect in condition and would have plus third form of the verb in the result. It is called mixed because we mix the second and the third type of conditional sentences. Here it could be past simple plus would have third form of the verb, or past perfect and would. And a quick overview where we use them. 0 conditional is about present and like facts, like general truth. It's always true. When this condition exists, this result happens. So first condition, it's about future, like real possibility in the future. If this condition exists, this result will happen in the future. Second conditional is about unreal present. Mind this. So we use past simple here, but it's about present. And we use past simple because it's unreal present. It's not real. Unreal. If I were a president, but I'm not a president. If I were a millionaire, but I'm not a millionaire yet. Okay, so unreal situation in the present. Third conditional, it's unreal situation in the past. That's why we use past perfect here. And mixed conditional, we mix unreal present with unreal past or unreal past with unreal present. We're gonna discuss them now in detail. And so let's start with 0 conditional sentences. Let's start with the formula. So we have 2 parts of the sentences. They're called clause. We have condition and result. So condition. With the condition we use present tense. It could be present simple, it could be present continuous, it could be present perfect, but the main idea is that we should use present here. Then we put comma, and we put the result. The second part of the sentence is the result, and in the result we also use present tense. It could be simple, continuous, or perfect, but it should be present. So if a condition exists, comma, the result is true, like always true. We use it for general situations, for something that happens every time when this condition exists. So every time we will have this result when this condition exists. So we can change them, and so we can start the sentence with the result. So the result is true if a condition exists, and in this case we do not need a comma. So the punctuation is very important, especially if you are preparing for the exam in the written correspondence. So pay attention to the punctuation. There are not so many rules in English, but here you should just memorize this rule. If we start the sentence, conditional sentence with if, with a condition, then we put comma after it. After the condition clause. If we start sentence with the result and put if in the middle of the sentence, we do not need comma then. So let's look at the examples. If the food is out of date, comma, I don't eat it. It's always, it always happens like this. I don't eat food if it's out of date. You see, it's always like this. If I have drunk, I don't drive. like always. Yeah, if I have drunk, why do we use present perfect here? Because we have the result. It's our experience, we have the result. I'm drunk. Yeah, if I'm drunk, I don't drive. If I have drunk, I don't drive. Always. If you're talking, I can't concentrate. It always works for me. I can't concentrate if you're talking. Yeah, we can put the main clause, the result clause at the beginning, and we do not need comma here. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. And also we can replace if with when. Yeah, without changing the meaning. When you are talking, I can concentrate. So again, we use zero conditional to talk about what happens in general every time when a condition exists. If you have questions about zero conditional sentences, please write them in comments. I will answer them. But now it's like pretty much it about zero conditional. So let's move into the first conditional sentence. The condition clause, the condition part remains the same. So we put present tense. It could be present simple, present continuous, or present perfect. And in the result, we put future, like any type of future, or it could be imperative, or it could be modal. If a condition exists, comma, the result will be true, yeah, in the future. So we use first conditional to talk about something that might happen in the future if this condition exists. Let's look at the examples. If you study, comma, you will pass the exam. Yeah, so if you study, yeah, probably you will pass the exam, yeah, in the future. If you study now, you will pass the exam in the future. If he doesn't call, you should tell me immediately. You should tell me only if he doesn't call. Yeah, you should tell me immediately. Yeah, modal verb. If you have come to class, the exam is going to be easy. So if you have come to class, you have this experience, you have the knowledge, the exam is going to be easy. If not, yeah, if you haven't come to class, the exam is not going to be easy. You see, if the condition exists, if you have come to class, then in the future you might have this result. Yeah, the exam is going to be easy. If we win, we will be celebrating soon. Yeah. So here we use different forms of future, be going to, yeah, will be going to, or like future continuous, will be celebrating. We will be celebrating soon if we win. And so that a lot of students break is that we do not use will after if. No will after if. Maybe in your first language you use both like future tenses when you talk about this type of conditional sentences. But in English we use present with if. We do not use will with if. So if this condition exists in the present, yeah, the result will be in the future. So just memorize that and use the first conditional in the correct way. Again, this is pretty much it about first conditional sentences. If you have any questions, please write them in comments. And we're gonna move into the second conditional. So, second conditional sentence is very interesting because we use it for hypothetical or unreal situations in the present, yeah, not in the past. In condition part, we use past simple or past continuous. Then we put comma, and in the main clause, in the result, we use would or could or might plus infinitive or be plus ing form of the verb. Let's look at the examples. If I won the lottery, I would buy a yacht. If I won the lottery, I would buy a yacht. But I didn't. I didn't win the lottery. You see that it is hypothetical. It's unreal situation. And so that's why we use the past simple and would. Yeah, in the result. If you weren't working here, you would be in prison. Sometimes we just use the contraction of would, we put apostrophe and d. Yeah, you would be in prison. If I were you, I might wait before making a decision. And here you may think that I have a misprint and that I made a mistake here when I said if I were. But in conditional sentences, we use were after I. In this phrase. So in conditional sentences, we use were after I. If I were you, we do not use was. Was, it would be a mistake. If I were you, I might wait before making a decision. If it weren't for his help, I might not be talking to you now. Also, we can use were after he, she, it. So that is the correct way to say in conditional. I might not be talking to you now if it weren't for his help. And again, memorize that, and again remember that we do not put comma if we start the sentence with the result. And so we use it for unreal situations in the present. Yeah. So now, if I were you now, I would wait. Yeah, I might wait before making a decision. And let's move to the third conditional sentences. So, in the third conditional sentences, we use a past perfect with condition. It could be past perfect simple or past perfect continuous. And we use would have, like would, could, might, plus have, plus the verb in the third form. Yeah, it could be regular or irregular verb. And we use it to talk about unreal hypothetical situations in the past. So let's look at examples. If you had come to class, you would have passed the exam. If you had come to class in the past, you would have passed the exam in the past. Yeah? So you didn't come to class and you didn't pass the exam. You see? All of this happened in the past. If he hadn't been wearing a helmet, he might have died. So we usually talk about about some situations, some hard situations, yeah, when we contemplate about the past. So he didn't die because he was wearing a helmet. You see how it works here. So he might have died if he hadn't been wearing a helmet. Again, third conditional, we talk about hypothetical unreal situations in the past. And the result, the condition happened in the past, and the result happened in the past, or it didn't happen in the past. And now we're gonna move to mixed conditional. So mixed conditionals we use for hypothetical or unreal situations in the past, yeah, or in the present. So the first type of mixed conditional we use for past condition when we have past conditional, past condition. And for this part, for past condition, we use third conditional sentence and present result. And we have present result, and for this we use second conditional. The structure will be like this: if plus past perfect, simple or continuous. And in the result we would have would or could, might, plus infinitive. If I had won the lottery, I would be rich. If I had won the lottery in the past, I would be rich now. In the second type is that when we have present condition and past result. In the conditional part, we would use past, simple or continuous, and in the main clause, in the result clause, we would use would, could, might, plus have, plus past participle. If I were a man, they would have given me the job. If I were a man now, they would have given me the job in the past. For example, imagine the situation that I was at the job interview and I failed it and they didn't hire me, so I came back home and I'm just sitting at the table and thinking, oh, if I were a man, they would have given me the job. Yeah, so once you understand, once you have a look at all of these mixed, all of these types of conditional sentences, I hope it became clearer to you which type and where you should use, and the structures of them as well. Below this video in the description I will leave the links to online exercises, so you can follow the links and practice all of these types of conditional sentences, so you will have a clear picture and you will be able to use them in your real life. And that's it for this lesson. Thanks for watching, and I hope that was useful. So if you have any questions, please leave the comments. I will answer them. And see you guys in the next videos. Bye bye.